upset.
How dare you?
How dare you, sir?
I should be back in school on the other side of the ocean.
What's up, guys? It's your boy, Benny. Know thy enemy. Very important advice. And who is my enemy? My enemy is the communists, the Marxists. I don't like communists or Marxists. They are the worst forces of evil on planet Earth. If I were able to go back in time and erase one person from history, it'd be Karl Marx. Not one time, not two times, 100 times out of 100, I would choose Karl Marx. There's not another single person that has done more and caused more harm in the modern era than Karl Marx, or perhaps any era. But currently, ongoing as a political cancer, nothing has been more dangerous than the ideas of communism and Marxism, socialism and collectivism. If they are as ugly and smelly and despicable as the people who espouse these ideas. Karl Marx himself was a bum who survived off the generosity of capitalists who paid him to just sit around with his gross, greasy, smelly beard and on his fat ass in a library all day and come up with stupid ideas that don't work. And it's good to see Karl Marx's legacy continued on by the dumbest, stupidest, smallest, most repulsive, rat-like individuals on Earth. And for that, I bring you Greta Thunberg. Greta Thunberg and her neo-Marxist movement, actually just straight up Marxist movement. She's not even hiding it anymore, right? She's out like chanting ban capitalism in the street. So Greta Thunberg is now in her last stages, right, of the Klaus Schwab, George Soros funded experimentation here. And she's in the final scientific stages of like cocoon as like the communist that we always knew she was. And the best part about communists, though, is that they can't even get along with each other, right? Stalin killed off every other person inside the Soviet Politburo, like, right? Mao Zedong does the same thing. Like the first people to go are the other communists, right? And the people that could threaten your power inside of this system. It's a godless, sick system. Yesterday, Greta Thunberg was doing a communist Marxist march in Amsterdam, and she had somebody storm the stage and grab the microphone from her and be like, hey, I thought I was going to a climate rally. What the hell are you talking about Palestine for? Check this out.
It's been listening. The people in power have not been listening.
I come here for a climate demonstration, not a political view.
Calm down. Calm down.
Hero. Give the man an award.
No climate justice on occupied land. No climate justice on occupied land.
No climate justice on occupied land. So Greta Thunberg had even the green peaceniks in the audience repulsed by the fact that she had turned this into an anti-Semitic rally, and that is precisely what she did. I mean, one, you notice here that she's wearing the Palestinian kippah there around her neck. So she's dressing as a Palestinian activist now. She brought on to the stage with her vicious anti-Semites. Greta Thunberg on stage giving the microphone back to Palestine. All right. Now, who is this person that Greta Thunberg has on stage with her and is amplifying? This person is Sarah Rockden. My quick Instagram search shows that Rockden celebrates Hamas's attacks against Israeli civilians, admires terrorists, and trivializes the Holocaust. Apparently, none of that is a problem for Greta. Thread. And then they go through, goes through this thread showing, oh, okay, great. There's comparisons. There you go. Good job. Great job, everyone. Really, really great job, everyone. Now, you'll be reminded, by the way, also, that Greta Thunberg posted a photo standing with Gaza with, of course, the incredibly, insufferably smug and hideous. Why are these people always so gross? Why are they always so repulsive? You can smell this photo. It smells like soy lattes, lukewarm, rotted tofu, and yeast infection. But also, there's another infection in this photo, which is the infection of anti-Semitism. Here, this is the little angry blue octopus, which is an anti-Semitic trope. So bad was this, and then Greta went and got her little blue octopus and put it right there. She literally posed with it. They're so smug. They think they're so smart. She had to delete this post. That's why it's a screenshot here. She had to delete the post, and then apologize. Think about this. Greta Thunberg and her friends went out and bought an aquamarine octopus stuffed animal for their big Instagram photo shoot, carefully placed it casually next to her, thinking they were being cheeky and no one would notice in the era of the internet. They are indeed incredibly stupid. So yeah, the stupidity continues, and Greta Thunberg is, of course, now platforming open anti-Semitism. As you all know, my thoughts on this is that America should not be involved, that it is a horribly complicated issue, and that I want America to be able to deal with our border disputes, that countries should be allowed to protect their borders, period. Period. Greta doesn't think so.
Justice without international solidarity.
What the hell are you talking about? Look at these people raising their, look at these white, malnourished Europeans who have never known a single day of hardship in their lives, raising their fists in solidarity. That's so they've ever fought for anything ever. Oh, these scum.
Give it up now for Sarah and Sahar.
There you go. So there's the, of course, the platforming of the people who are adjacent to, at the very least, I'm not going to call them terrorists, but I am going to say they're terrorist group adjacent. But I don't have to say that Greta Thunberg is terrorist group adjacent, because Greta Thunberg is proudly marching with Antifa here. Greta Thunberg has posed with Antifa shirts on, and now here she is literally marching, chanting anti-capitalista, meaning I'm an anti-capitalist. Also, don't you love, like look at the, hold on. I love it. There's something really nice about, like, the symbiotic relationship here between all Marxists. Like, every single Marxist man looks just like this. Every single one of them looks just like this. Like the most hideous, ugly, smelly, slovenly, low testosterone, low IQ simps, like, doing everything he can to get this girl to notice him, right? It's such a pathetic life. It's such a sad existence. And they're now chanting like anti-capitalist slogans. So there you go. There's this is your, like, proof in the pudding that Greta Thunberg is herself, of course, a part of a terrorist group, Antifa. She's posed in Antifa. Antifa is a communist group. Antifa's been around for 100 years. Not a national, not a modern day phenomenon. Antifa's been around for 100 years, and they are the shock troops of communists, and Greta is part of it. Speaking of being adjacent to evil forces around the world, here's Greta taking time out of her busy schedule to meet with Volodymyr Zelensky in Ukraine, because of course that's what matters the very most right now. What a deeply unserious time we live in. What a incredibly sad. And also notice this, like, Zelensky is the same height as Greta, practically. How humiliating. Speaking of humiliation, there is only one interview that you deserve or need to see with Greta. Greta has been taking lots of L's recently, but nothing is worse than our friends at Rebel News, Ezra Levant, asking real questions of Greta Thunberg, which the press refused to do. After she spoke to the World Economic Forum, globalists, wonder who's funding her? Who's funding these who's funding these this costs a lot of money. Putting up these lights and putting up the staging and everything. Who funds all this? Really, who funds it all? Is it her bestie? Leonardo DiCaprio? So yes, Greta Thunberg saying, "How dare you? to a reporter that actually asked her questions. Check this out. A thing of beauty from our friends at Rebel News. Watch.
Greta, would you say you're a child actor? Are you a child actor or an expert? How would you describe yourself? Ezra Levant here for Rebel News. I'm standing outside the CNBC studio, the same one where the Vice President threatened to clock our friend Avi Yamini. Of course, it's where all the VVIPs pop by to give their propaganda message, dutifully transcribed by the media party here.
How dare you!
It is the most important person in the world, according to the World Economic Forum. It is young Greta Thunberg. So we'll see if we can catch a minute of the young lady's time. Greta, how many times did you rehearse your arrest at the German coal mine? How many times did you rehearse it? Because it looked staged. Is it true? Okay. How many times did you rehearse your arrest? Greta, how many times did you film your arrest, and why was it staged that way?
Greta, considering you've not spent much time in school, how do you know so much about climate change?
Greta, maybe you want to talk to a real journalist. What did you talk? You here in Davos? Was it successful?
Greta, as a real journalist, is climate change as real as your arrest?
Greta, how far are you willing to go? You're willing to break the law. Will you renounce violence? Will you renounce violence, Greta? Or do you support Antifa? You've worn an Antifa shirt before. Are you in favor of Antifa?
Greta, how did you get here today? What was your climate footprint in travelling here?
What's your plan while you're here, Greta?
Private.
What? Will we have a Fridays for Future demo tomorrow here?
Greta, how do you feel about discussing climate change with the delegates here when nearly all of them take private jets? Do you think at least the fact these delegates take private jets is a bad thing against, what you believe in? All of this could be done via Zoom, so